Welcome
to another episode.
The Nerd
And the Geek.
We are in season 2.
Episode 6?
6.
Yes.
I believe is right. It's
Yes.
the big one.
Yes.
It is Avengers.
Age of Ultron.
We have waited a long time for this to come out.
Yes.
And I've seen it twice now. I saw it opening premiere, 7 p.m. And then I saw it that Sunday in IMAX 3D down in Indy. You're still at one viewing?
One viewing currently.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's just get started. So we've got Avengers 2, Age of Ultron. We've got everyone back in the mix.
Yes.
We got Tony Stark, played by Robert Downey Jr. We got Hulk, played by Mark Ruffalo. That's a tag. There's tag teams in this movie. There's your tag team number one. The tag team champions of the world. We got Thor.
Chris Evans.
Whoa.
Or Chris Hemsworth.
The Chris's.
Yes.
And we got Captain America.
Chris's, if you will. Like by Chris Evans.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so those are your big players in this. We've also got a new big player. We got Hawkeye.
Yes.
Played by
Jeremy Renner. Don't forget
Black Widow.
ScarJo. Yes.
Oh my girl.
And then we also we have Paul Bentley as the Vision, who is definitely a newcomer.
Didn't he do a voice?
He did. He was Jarvis.
Oh,
before
crap.
this. So he has been he is the co-pilot.
Then we've got some new people. We've got the ever-talented played the monkey.
Andy Serkis.
Andy Serkis playing Claw.
Yes.
One of the best treats of this movie.
Yes.
Ultron voiced by
James Spader.
Yes.
Elizabeth Olsen as Scarlet Witch.
Oh yeah, the best Olsen twin.
Yes. Then Aaron Tyler Johnson playing Quicksilver.
Kick ass.
Yes. Whatever.
Those are main
Those
players.
are big players.
We got Nick Fury back for a little bit, whatever.
Yes. Don Cheadle makes an appearance.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, everybody pretty much makes an appearance, which is fun. Yes. Can't think of Falcon's name right off the bat.
Anthony Mackie.
Yes, Anthony
A.K.A. Papa Doc from 8 Mile.
Yes.
You didn't think you'd get an 8 Mile reference in Avengers 2 review, did you?
Nope.
So let's get to the review, Seth.
Yes.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first. I want you to
I
talk.
love this movie.
Yeah?
The more and more I watch it, every time I watched it, it's got better. I want to watch it again. It's fun when you're sitting in the movie theater. This movie, as I've come to think, it's a kid setting up a Rube Goldberg project where all these things have to happen in place to get here, and all these things have happened for us to get here. So that's the weird balance that Marvel has to do that no one else has to worry about, really, when making a movie. There's no universe this big. And I think they blow it away. They hint at the cool things for... They give you plenty of fan service to get you pumped up and be like, oh, this thing's coming. And then you can tell your friends about it. But at this point, of course, it's all over the internet, and you don't have to talk to friends anymore. You just
be that
go
one
online.
guy who's like, well, actually, in the comics...
We'll go through character by character thing, how we thought they did.
Well,
but this movie...
and I'm gonna say that I didn't enjoy the movie as much for that reason. Is because I feel like Phase 1, it was all this building, and then Avengers tentpole. I guess I'd hyped myself up to thinking that this was a tentpole itself. And honestly, I feel like, yes, half this movie is a tentpole, but then the last half of the movie really is just more building to 3 more projects. And I guess I was sad that... I was sad about that. I wanted more tentpole-ish. I wanted to kind of finish out Phase 2. I doubt Ant-Man's really going to finish out Phase 2. I think it's just going to set up more for Phase 3.
But
and that's just my
you're
opinion.
thinking small circles, one tentpole holds it up.
I'm aware.
We're in the 12, 20
I know.
billion tentpoles
I know.
that's got to hold each other up.
I agree.
So...
Just one of my qualms.
I think this movie's really fun, but it's kind of generic overall.
Well, I mean, it's a lot like the first. That's
Yeah.
the whole thing. I mean, it's the first on a grand scale.
Okay, so let's go through what did you like about this movie? What are those scenes that you remember and is Avengers?
I mean, the first one that really struck me would definitely be the...
or just character pieces, whatever.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I was kind of feeling the party scene.
The party scene is that business.
I was going to say, because the beginning of this movie starts out, and it's this action set piece, which is just crazy. I do love the fact that, you know, the credits are rolling, you can hear the Hydra over the radio going like, it's the Avengers, they're attacking. You're like, oh yeah, this is like we're just starting off, and I like that. I didn't think the action was really that awesome in that scene, but you get introduced to a lot of cool stuff. Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch's entrances in that opening scene are awesome.
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch glitching away, scary. Wish she did more of that. Quicksilver catching the Hawkeye's arrows, pretty sweet.
They played well off each other.
Yeah, and then the kind of like, you know, he's older, he's younger, kind of. And I imagine they probably aren't that far away in age. Maybe not. I don't know.
Hawkeye and Quicksilver
in real life. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then the whole I need someone to take down that bunker. The Hulk just runs through that bunker. So yeah. But really, I thought the movie really got going with the party after, because I would watch an Avengers art house flick where it's just them sitting around for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, and I think that scene kicked ass. And I think, as we said in our pre-Avengers thing, what do we want to see from Avengers? It's just Avengers hanging out and talking, and that's exactly what you get in this scene.
I love that this movie is about interesting people.
Yeah.
In an interesting situation.
Because if you go to the end of the scene, you finally get Ultron, which we'll talk about right after this, but this is the coolest little section of Ultron I think you get.
Mm-hmm.
Because he looks cool, he sounds cool, he's creepy, he's actually got some Emperor Palpatine going, where he gets crushed. I have no strings on me now.
Yeah.
Dumb Thor, just let me go everywhere.
So, yeah, but that would definitely be my first. That's the big one to me. Another scene that really popped out. I guess we're gonna just kind of slowly move through the movie.
Whatever you want to hit on.
Okay, I was gonna say the boat scene. I mean, I think that's what steals the show. Personally,
Claw. We could start.
Oh my gosh, Claw! Like, it's sad that this guy's in the movie for 5 minutes, and he's the first thing I talk about. Is that like that whole scene with him just like doing the whole, you know, unless you could turn yourself into a cuttlefish, I'm not intimidated by you. Like, it's so perfect.
Were you excited for Black Panther before that scene? Really? Like, was there anything like, I'm interested
to see it. That's the whole thing. I mean, but I mean, this definitely just
certifies
it. Yeah, it's like, I want a whole movie with this guy as the main bad guy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's super cool.
And that's where we get our Jedi reference as well. Where
yes, we get our Empire Strikes Back reference. Yeah, he gets his arm chopped off. And I like the whole, the fact that Ultron's kind of like, I'm not Tony Stark, and chops a hand off.
Acts like a big baby throwing a temper tantrum.
And that's when you get another, I don't know, what I really like too is you get that sweet comic book look where you got Ultron, Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, and then the big three on the other side across this.
You could see the paneling.
Yes, you could see the paneling. That's what I don't know. That's why I go see these movies. I want to see a moving comic book. So yeah.
Well, okay, let's take the other side of that. Mm-hmm. Moving comic book is that first scene. Mm-hmm. Do you have any problems with it?
Oh yeah. I mean, I was gonna say it's real CGI heavy. That's what I didn't really like about it, and for lack of, like, some of the Avengers were doing cool things, but then not. And then it's hilarious that, like, I was drawn in, because we got all this action going on and everything, and, you know, Black Widow's driving a truck, and Hawkeye's shooting arrows. I'm like, that's kind of fun, I guess. And then the first thing, pardon my language, Tony Stark hits that thing. Ah, shit! And it's just like, language. Yeah, and I'm just like, I'm here. Okay, I'm here.
Because this movie does not fail in the funny quip, funny moment department. I could just go through there like my man Thor when he's, I feel no mortal can resist this woman, but I am Thor.
I am mighty.
And I am mighty. And then he flashes into his, one of my favorites. Mm-hmm. The whole hammer scene.
Yeah, and I was going to say, Hawkeye talking about shooting Quicksilver in the back and no one being able to find him.
Last thing I knew, Ultron was sitting on him.
I was going to say, or the Hulk spitting out a tooth and Tony Stark just being like, sorry. Like, good stuff, man. Good stuff. So
any other big, cool scenes that you just really liked?
I mean, I got real giddy over... So, it's no secret? It's no secret that I get a kick out of superheroes saving people.
I think we talked about that in our video.
Yeah, we talk about it way more. Or I talk about it a bunch. So, at the end of this movie, when S.H.I.E.L.D. shows up, I was like, yes, this is awesome! Like, they're saving all these people, and like,
this is S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yeah, and then, you know, Quicksilver's doing the whole, so this is S.H.I.E.L.D., and it's like, this is how S.H.I.E.L.D. should be. Yeah, and I'm like, That's awesome. That's so cool. And I don't know. I mean, I can only watch the good guys fight the bad guys so much. You know what I mean? I don't need to see a slugfest. I'd rather see something special, and that was something special.
I will say, backtracking a bit, this felt the same about the first scene with the CGI, but when I saw it in IMAX 3D, that first scene looked really good movement-wise in the act or the characters moving through the scene, opposed to the first time I saw it. I was just like, did Pixar sponsor a scene here? What's happening over here? Disney, what are you doing?
It's a whole lot of white.
Yeah, and then further on, like you're saying, one of my favorite things is watching the end fight of this movie. I think is way 10 times more interesting than New York in Avengers 1.
Really?
Just seeing these guys actually kick ass and do it in cool ways and work together in more of a huge team. Because Avengers 1, do they ever get the whole team on one thing, or is it just Cap's going down?
Well, I was going to say, there's that one leading shot where it follows them all around or whatever. Like, they're all on a block together, but no, they're not doing anything together.
That's the coolest part of the end scene for me is, like they said, or Vision says, everyone has to do their part. No one could do this without the other. And, like, I feel they really nail that in this fight scene, which they didn't in New York, which was just like a bunch of Z-bots running around that we've got to kill.
Lots of cool things.
It's just cool, especially watching them team up, fight around the core in the middle, and then Ghostbustering Ultron with Thor's hammer.
I was going to say Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Where they all just blast all at once. That was sweet. I mean, I really did also dig the conversation with Vision and Ultron. At the very end.
That Rorschach, Mr.
Dr. Manhattan. Yeah, just, I can't let you do that. Awesome. How about you? What was some of the stuff that you enjoyed?
Oh, the party scene by far is that scene for me. I really like all the action except the first scene in this movie. Even when it looked good, I didn't care.
Did you think there was a lot of fighting? Like, did you think there was almost too much action?
You definitely... It's action beat, story beat, action beat, a lot more than the first one.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of fighting in this.
Yeah, like, there's, 5 battles.
Yeah, I really like the Scarlet Witch visions that everyone has.
Oh, yeah, it was cool to see backstory on people.
So we did a Google Hangout right after where we talked for an hour and a half about this.
I was going to say,
movie.
we've talked about this before. That's the tough thing, but we're going back because we lost our footage.
So I kind of dig the movie where you said you liked them saving people, and I was like, they didn't really do it that much. But the second time watching it, throughout this movie, it's a constant thing where they're looking out for people, and I just really appreciated it the second time and thought it was really cool.
I dug that in the fact in the Hulkbuster, Tony stopped the thing because that
elevator gimmick's really cool.
Yeah. Oh, you like him swinging the elevator?
Just the whole get off, and then I've already got this.
Yeah, might as well swing it. So
haymakers.
Yes,
because you got to throw haymakers
when you're throwing.
So let's talk about that scene since we're there. Or were you saying something?
I don't know. It's okay.
Hulkbuster scene. Yeah. We talked about this in the prep show. We got the Hulkbuster right here. Did Hulkbuster pay off for you, Seth Fisher?
Yeah, I thought it was super neat. First off, I don't know. I want to toss this out there. So Tony says I need Veronica. Veronica's a reference from the Archie comic books. Archie's the two girls that are into him are Betty and Veronica, and since Hulk Betty, Veronica's going to be the thing that puts him down, basically. I thought it was neat. My favorite part about it is that Veronica's hovering around. It's like this kind of like little ship thing, and it's sending him extra pieces.
Yeah.
And I'd never really thought about that. I kind of always thought that, I guess...
Oh, I've got a Hulkbuster.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I just figured that, Hulk was just going to tear this thing a new one. That would be it. And Hulk did tear this thing a new one. But guess what? Tony has spare parts for it, so...
Well, Mark made the spare parts, right? Bruce.
Yes, he helped him design all of it.
Because they referenced that at the beginning. Well, there's one thing in this movie, seeing it once... There's so much going on, so many small clips to later on in the movie, and just now that we've all read about it on the internet and everything, it's just very much out there. But it took me 2 viewings to get
because I was going to say I read these books and it went over my head the new AI Friday. I was like,
well, how much is? Well, so everyone on the internet's read now. That's the AI that Tony builds.
Yeah, because Jarvis isn't an AI.
Yeah.
They made him...
Well, yeah, neither of them are AI.
What?
Only Ultron's an AI.
Well, I was going to say, Jarvis actually isn't a computer program. It's actually a real person. They made him a computer program in the movie, so he wouldn't be like... Well, no, so he wouldn't be like Alfred with Bruce Wayne. Jarvis is an acronym that stands for just a really very intelligent system.
That's awesome.
Yes. So, I think that's kind of cool. So, and then Friday is another system that he had in the comic, and I was like, that goes over my head. I read this stuff.
Yeah,
so,
I'm sure it was just 1982 he made this, and it's just never been brought up since. I don't know, I just made those facts up.
Yes.
But the rest of the scene,
neat scene. Cool. I'm happy that they didn't overdo it. I'm happy that they fought. Okay. Cool. It ends.
A lot of funny beats in this fight.
Yes, it wasn't too serious, too ridiculous.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Yes, that was awesome. Hulk spits out a tooth. I'm sorry.
Who wants to Chinese finger trap themselves to the Hulk?
Yes, that is true.
That is a ballsy move.
At the same time, I enjoy the whole. I enjoy the whole. He's trying to get him out of the city.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's his main purpose. Not like I'm gonna beat you up and like I'm gonna put you down. No. I need to get you away from everybody. Yeah.
So. Like I thought the scenes overall really fun and whatnot, but I don't think I like the arena they fight in. I get it. You're proving all this. We're saving people. We're doing all this, and we've got to put Bruce in a situation where he's not. We've got to put Bruce in a weird situation where he gets in trouble and he has to deal with that.
Yeah,
but. It seems very generic. It seems like we took this and boom, there you go.
Just set him in there.
Because it comes straight out of the ship fight, which I think is really cool and really well done.
Scarlet Witch is manipulating everybody, and it would have been cool to see like Hulk's vision, I guess. But at the same time, I imagine she just turned him into the Hulk, and that's it.
RC card the man.
Yes.
Is it a code green?
Yeah.
And okay, so while we're talking about that, one of the big things we were talking about was Grey Hulk.
Yeah.
And so Ruffalo says, "You won't see me one shade lighter." Later on in the movie, but we never really get a Grey Hulk.
And I was disappointed because I thought for sure we were going to get a Grey Hulk. Like, you and I talked about it.
Yeah.
Like I was like, they're making him green on purpose. Like he's got to be a Grey Hulk. But I mean, maybe they're saving that for something. I don't know. Thunderbolt Ross is in Civil War. Apparently.
That's what I heard.
Maybe we're going to get a Red Hulk. I mean, that would be kind of crazy.
Red Hulk is the best Hulk.
It's not my favorite.
No,
Hulk.
he's no one's favorite.
Yeah, exactly. But whatever.
Okay. Before we go ahead.
I was just gonna kick it over to that relationship in the movie.
Oh, Black Widow.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I think it's a means to an end. Okay. It's getting a lot of crap, right?
Yeah.
Overall, I don't mind it, but I don't like it. It's nothing that I'm going to talk about. Bring up. Oh, there's this cool thing. It's a way to develop the script. And I feel like, just speculation, I feel like it's something that maybe Whedon wanted to push further, but one of the things that Marvel was just like, no, you can't do anything with
The other thing, too, that I want to say is this movie was an hour longer. They cut an hour out of it. I would love to watch that movie.
Yeah.
I want to see
That's Scorsese 3.5
Yes,
hour
I would watch
beast.
it. That's the whole thing, is I want to see it. I know my man Loki's in there. He's on the cutting room floor. I want to see it because that was another one of my qualms with the film. Was
no Hiddleston.
No.
I know Hiddleston. I don't like this film.
I'm talking about the Thor's in the hot tub time machine, and we don't really know why. It's the truth. He's just hanging out. Like,
not in a hot tub time machine.
Pretty much he is. We don't know why he's there though.
I didn't see anyone in the hot tub time machine shooting lightning out their titties. Doesn't happen.
Okay. My thoughts on the Black Widow thing. I guess I had forgotten too. She's pregnant while they filmed this movie. That might have been why they kind of geared that towards less fighting, more that. Yes, but that is the truth. I sat back and thought about that. I was like, oh yeah, they shot all of her stuff first to get her out of the way because she was going to be, going through some changes. And that is not me bashing women or anything like that. Please don't.
How could it be?
Please don't.
It's a fact.
I was going to say, please don't take that as like, oh, she's pregnant, so they got to give her a love story or something like that. No, I just wish that there was more of a reference to Betty. Because last time we saw in Hulk's solo movie, he was still kind of in love with Betty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It has.
He's been just chilling out.
I know, but still, I mean, you don't forget, you don't forget your love.
Well, if they don't show up for a decade.
Just saying. So that was that's something that I wasn't too. I mean, I'm happy that it progressed the story, but I don't know.
Just handled a little better.
Yeah, I don't know, and I think they're both pretty neat characters. I'm happy that I guess we got that duo. Everybody was kind of duo. Yeah. So I thought it was kind of cool that he was carrying her, or she was on his back, and they were going up
the piggyback champion of the world.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of fun. So, yeah.
Okay. So, do you have any other big hate scenes or like scenes that you want to bring up? I want to move through the cast.
Oh, I was gonna. Okay, yeah, we could do that.
Do you have any more?
I was just gonna bring up Hawkeye.
Yeah, well that's why I wanted to change over. So we'll go through the ones we've kind of talked about just to knock them out top to bottom. Iron Man in this movie, not a lot in the suit. Just Iron Man hanging out being Tony Stark.
Yeah.
But on the other end, we get a lot more Tony and Bruce hanging out, which everyone loves. Like, that's just cool.
May I give my little speech, too, about Iron Man's armor? Okay, so I like to talk about this, that I'm noticing this natural progression with the Iron Man armor. So in the first movie, yeah, he's got this armor. Second, but he's like, oh man, I need this to be more portable. Second movie, he's got it in a suitcase, so then it's right there. It's always with him. It's on his chauffeur bodyguard's wrist. But he needs to have it even more portable. So in Avengers, he's got wristbands that make it come to him out even when he's falling out of a window.
Little Fitbits.
Yes, he's got little Fitbits, and it'll follow him out a window when he's falling. Okay, but he can do even better than that. Iron Man 3, he's got it implanted in him, and it can come across the country to him. But there's a problem. There's only one of him, so he makes an entire army of him. But then he ends up blowing them all up, and that was in Iron Man 3. So in this movie now, his progression's even changing a little bit further. He's got a suit that apparently he can walk out of, and it has Sentry mode, which I thought was kind of cool. We saw that a little bit in Iron Man 3.
And why do you keep that? I almost killed your wife. God.
I don't know. But and then he's got the Iron Sentry, which are or the Iron Legion. My bad, Iron Legion, which are 5 Iron Man armors that go and help do his bidding. So I'm curious to see more of the progression of the
good old American peacekeeping.
Yes, I mean I think that's kind of cool.
Throw a weapon in a country, tell them to stand down.
Yes. So pretty cool.
Yeah, like and then the Hulkbuster has 17 freaking.
It has like 8 arc reactors or something like that. I really did dig the whole Iron Man still in his suit inside the Hulkbuster suit. Yeah, and I did dig the new armor that we got at the end of the movie, how shiny it was and everything. So that's all I really have to say about Iron Man. He's my favorite, but he didn't really do much in this movie. All he did was progress the plot.
I think he went nuts halfway through this movie.
Yeah, I don't know why, I love that shot when he grabs the scepter. How the camera goes around.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why. I just like that
shot. That whole scene just looks cool.
Yeah. So, and it's a huge throwback to the first one. I think that's why I like it, because the first one's very near and dear to my heart. So, yeah.
So you're saying Iron Man wants a mobile weapon just kind of like Mjolnir. He's just jealous of Thor over there.
He might be. Let's move on to your
man. So Thor,
yeah.
First movie infamously just gets punked out like all my dudes like Colossus and X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
He just got punked out the first movie. This movie, he got shined, but I have a big to-do about them being able to tell a Thor story. And just, you get a connect the dots in segments.
Yeah.
You never really get a full-flowing story. Like, okay, Tony might not get the best shine or the best Iron Man, but you see him from beginning to end.
Mm-hmm.
Thor just kind of gets in trouble, and he's back okay.
Yeah.
Gets in trouble... He's back okay.
And he's doing stuff with Thor Ragnarok, his next movie.
Yeah,
again, one of my qualms about the movie is that, like, we're setting up for 3 other films.
I think it looks super cool, though.
Oh, no. I'm stoked.
Anything with Heimdall in it. Heimdall, the actor, the look, just badass. And just those wide eyes and just scary as hell.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like...
Scary as hell. They're in hell.
What happened to your eyes? I can see fine, though. Like, so... But yeah,
Destroyer.
I agree. I don't really care for the fact that Thor was hopping in and out of this movie.
And why does one small thing? Why does Thor have to be in disguise when he's going to
Selvig?
Yeah, it's just like you're Thor. Strange. What is someone going to be like? Hey, Thor, you can't be here.
You're still carrying the hammer. Like,
but yeah, he's just a lot cooler.
I miss the fact Natalie wasn't in the movie. I would have liked to have had her with Selvig just to help that connect.
Jane's better.
It is. Jane is always better. Yes.
So yeah, Thor gets some shine. Did you have anything you want to say about my man?
I thought
sexy as all.
Sexy as all. I'll agree with that.
That's it?
That's it.
All right, Captain America.
Exactly.
Steve Rogers.
Yes, being the golden boy as he's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I mean,
you don't really get much progression from him here. Of course, the big thing, you see the seeds of Civil War and him starting to stand up, but not much else.
Exactly. And that's the whole thing is no one really does a whole lot in this movie. It's just they're kind of on this roller coaster.
We'll get to one in a second.
Okay. All right. Well, I know. Yeah.
Or we'll just jump right to him. Jeremy Renner.
Hawkeye.
He's carrying a lot. He's got the backpack on.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the big voice strapped on the back. Mm-hmm. This man steps up.
Yes.
I wanted to get two big things from this movie. Hawkeye to look cool.
Yeah.
Hulk to be cool.
Yeah.
Hulk didn't hit the mark.
Yeah.
Hawkeye hit that mark.
I really dug the fact.
Get it?
Yes.
Hawkeye hit the mark.
Hit the mark.
I'm punny today.
I loved when he stuck Scarlet Witch and Ian Peter basically and saying like, "Nah, I don't need anybody else in my head" or something along those lines.
I've tried the mind control thing before referring back to Avengers 1.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, and I did like the whole he had a family and everything.
It was,
that was pretty
one
slick.
of the coolest twists that you didn't see
it.
coming, but the second time they build up to it so well, where he's getting
on the phone,
he's getting the thing fixed, and he's just like, "What about? I don't have a girlfriend. I can't help you there."
Yeah.
And then he's on the phone. Who you talking to?
Mm-hmm.
Girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
and of course, I think his and Nat's relationship grew in a organic and cool way where she was close enough that she knew about the family and she's been there before.
She's
and
best friends.
Yeah, I thought that was a cool dynamic because I'm glad they didn't leave that necklace up in the air. Like, why does she care so much about him?
Oh,
and
yeah.
now you get all this
from
Winter Soldier. Yeah.
I dug his speech too at the end to Scarlet Witch saying, the whole like.
Oh, in the house.
Yeah,
we're on a flying city.
I just am a guy with a bow and arrow.
We're fighting a robot army.
None of this makes sense. Like, it's just so good.
Yeah,
it's very Whedon-y, and one of the few times I felt like it was Whedon dialogue.
Done well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. This movie was here, there, and everywhere for me. Again, I'm sorry. I didn't love it as much as other people have. I know you're loving it. Maybe I just need to see it again. That's the whole thing.
We'll go sometime soon.
Yes.
Because I'm down to see this movie again. So who do we need to go down? We've got Iron Man. We've got Thor. We've got Cap. We've got
Hawkeye.
So Hulk, did he do much for you?
Not
really. He just
really.
seemed so namby-pamby. This Bruce is so scared. He's more scared than Kal-El's dad. Or
Jor-El?
No, his human dad.
Pa Kent.
In Man of Steel.
Yes.
Just hide from everything.
Yeah, don't do anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hulk didn't really do a whole lot. No, I don't think so. I mean,
he looks cool.
Yes. I was going to say, all the CGI...
De-transformation
was cool, right?
Did you like it? I liked it.
Yeah.
I thought it looked really cool.
It was weird that I never saw him turn into the Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they would, because we got that last time, right? With the...
Yeah.
I'm always angry, but this is the first time we saw him deconstruct. I thought he was going to stumble off shot, and then they're just show him. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I was glad we got to see that, and I thought it looked cool. I love Hulk fighting. Mm-hmm. They do Hulk really well. And I love Mark Ruffalo. I want to see more with him. Mm-hmm. And I think
they're just not using
does the character well. Like him sitting in the lab with Tony. Cool. I like it. Let's hear more. But turning him into Tony's puppet and just like little girl that he has, like making fun of him every time he's trying to back down and whatever. This guy needs a spine and needs to stand on his own 2 feet.
Yeah.
Because I like the Hulk, as boring as he can be.
Yeah. And I thought that a lot of the money went to making, the Hulk look cool and making Vision look cool.
Vision looks cool.
Yes.
Let's jump there.
Well, what about... we've talked about Black Widow.
We'll go in between.
I was going to say, we've talked about Black Widow, right?
I like her Hawkeye story. I really like her flashback. I never watched Agent Carter, so this is the first time I've seen the Red Room.
Project, yeah.
Yeah, the Red Room and the Black Widow project.
I did like the similarities that she brought up about her. That they're both monsters. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
I thought she had a cool storyline. The romance didn't really work for me.
Didn't jive with me.
I didn't like her her newer suit or whatever with all the lights and whatnot.
Not very spy-y.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that. But then we'll just jump to Vision. I love this guy.
It's really neat.
Vision sucks in the comics. I hate Vision. I've got a little Vision doll. I hid it away in my drawer because no one cares about Vision.
Yeah, it's the truth.
Looks badass.
Yes.
He's cool.
Neat dialogue, neat actor. Like, I mean, and just the whole him picking up the hammer. Just
okay, so
Thor. Yeah.
One thing I said in the Google Hangout I want to say again is just go into something we like, professional wrestling. They did an awesome job with this because if you just have Vision pick up the hammer, stupid. It just ruins the hammer more than it does sells the Vision. Mm-hmm. But what they do is the beginning, one of the best scenes of the movie where they're all hanging out trying to pick up the hammer. Mm-hmm. Cap budges it.
Yeah,
like you guys probably know, Cap picks it up in the comics, and Black Widow picks it up in the comics.
Kind of, yeah.
She does.
In an Elseworld.
Yeah. And then so you have that, but everyone else can't even make the thing wiggle a little bit.
Even with Iron Man and War Machine both tugging on it.
Just represent!
Yeah.
So you sell that no one else could pick it up. So at this point, you could have Vision pick it up, and it's still cool, and it's still Mjolnir, or Meow Meow, as my cat Dennings always says. So I just think it's really cool. That again, one thing I didn't catch the first time is they're talking about being worthy to pick up the hammer, and Thor's talking about if he's worthy to do that, he's worthy to wear the gem.
The gem.
Yeah.
And I wanna toss out that we think Vision's cool, but I can't wait for Thanos to tear that out of Vision's head.
Just carrying around Vision's head like Freddy versus Jason
I
style.
honestly feel like that he's going to tear that Infinity Stone right out of Vision's head.
Yeah.
Vision will be a casualty. I'm calling it now in Infinity War. And I did think it was slick that he saved Scarlet Witch from everything because they get married in the comics, which is kind of interesting. But man, he looked cool, and I love the scene that he changed his colors to match the Avengers
and just looking around.
Yeah, and he's just making the cape and everything. Very Dr. Manhattan-y.
Very
with his movements and everything, and just
he doesn't understand people, but he's trying to, and he wants to.
Yeah, and it's super cool.
So if we go to that, let's go to the other side of the coin. The main man of the flick. We've got Ultron. We kind of talked about. We liked him in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah. I think he really fell short, at least visually. I thought that he looked really dumb.
Another Marvel villain.
I was going to say, and he looked a lot like Megatron. He reminded me of Megatron. I wish the mouth didn't articulate as much. The face...
I really hate that.
I wish the face...
You've got your robot, and you've got your android.
Yeah.
Why is your robot moving so human-like?
Yeah. Again, I think how much creepier would it be if the face just didn't move? Yeah. He was saying these cool things. Don't get me wrong, I love the dialogue. I love him quoting the Bible. Just eerie and creepy, like a little kid, trying to understand everything. It just, being very philosophical but very evil and just turning on a dime. James Spader did a good job in that sense. But
visually, this is ugly.
I think it's ugly. Yeah,
it's like a bunch of exhaust pipes just thrown together, and there's no way this fits in this universe.
Yeah,
where there's all these Iron Man armors that look cool. There's all this other stuff that just looks awesome and fits in this world, and Ultron's just like this CG
pretty generic
blob. He looked better in the Blob. He just looks bubbly and round, and just he doesn't fit on the screen with everyone else.
And I really did dig his Mark 1, if you want to call it that, where he's all oily and everything, and just walking along like he's some sort of horror movie thing, just scary. So
again, what we want, a good villain. What didn't we get? A good
Not really, yeah. What did you think of the twins?
Okay, the next big one. So we've got Miss Cleavage, the Olsen twin.
Nice.
I loved her.
Yeah.
I really liked her a lot. Again, like you said, I wish she did more witchy things.
Yes, I was gonna say she was scary at the beginning.
But she's one person that I kind of threw in the middle on the first viewing, but then stepped her up in the next viewing. Because you saw more of the gears turning in her head and the character progression in her, which I really like. I'm a character whore. That's just, I need to see these characters. That's why Lord of the Rings suck. Yeah. Is because you get the same characters for 3 movies.
I got you.
But Quicksilver... Hit him up with a Scarlet Witch.
What I think of her?
Yeah.
Basically, I mean, I thought she was all right. Her powers were really neat. I liked how they worked through everything.
For good and bad.
Yes.
Like getting everyone out of the city.
Exactly. Like I thought that was neat. I don't know. I thought it was cool because you were seeing they were sowing the seeds that like this girl will wind up being an Avenger. Basically, she can be quite evil, but at the same time she can do a lot of good.
She got a heart.
Yes. So
Kid's got a heart.
And I thought her eyes looked really wild.
Yeah.
Like they did a spectacular. You know what I mean? Like everybody's seen red eyes. Like these were cool looking red eyes.
Exactly.
Yes, this wasn't Terminator or something like that. What were your thoughts on Pietro?
One of the most flat parts of the movie for me, other than Ultron, is Pietro, because you look at Days of Future Past Quicksilver.
Yeah.
Is he as cool as that? No.
But that isn't Quicksilver.
I don't care.
Brian Singer made up a person.
What you're selling in the movieverse, like I've said to someone multiple times, whenever anyone tries to say you got the movies, you got the comics, you want those to connect. Yeah. They don't. You got your comics over here, you got your movies over here.
I know.
But in the movieverse, you're competing with the movieverse.
Yeah.
So you've already got this cool Quicksilver.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that Quicksilver as much as everyone else, but he's still super freaking cool. He's got character. He's all this. You've got the Russian accent man that doesn't like Tony Stark.
Yeah.
And he just doesn't seem to have anything going on inside.
Mm-hmm.
And
except at the very end, you kind of get a little bit of that.
It
just happens so fast.
Yeah.
So this is S.H.I.E.L.D. I mean, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And you didn't see that coming. Like I mean, like.
So the big thing is we want to see someone die, right?
Yeah.
We want to see
about that.
Something happen.
Yep. Something needs to happen to this team.
They throw this new character at us.
Mm-hmm.
We have different views. I don't think they build much character on him, and then they kill him off.
Yeah.
It just seems like a throwaway.
I was gonna say, well, I mean, I called it in our other.
Yeah, you called.
I was like, I think that he's got a pretty big target on.
So did you like him then?
I didn't hate him. I mean, I thought he was interesting. I'm real into speedsters though. Like I like that power. I know you're a big Flash guy. I just really dig the idea of super speed though. And
I don't think.
And I'll admit he never really did anything except for the claw scene where he lines all those bullets up.
Yeah.
I thought that was neat.
And the hammer.
Yes, where he tried to grab onto the hammer and just get Cap's just like, stay down, kid.
Yeah. So. I just don't think this is a cool way to sell it. The increased metabolism, where I don't want to see a speedster out of breath when he's done running.
Yeah.
I want to see him do something badass and just be chill.
Yeah.
And hanging out after the fact.
But I think they purposely tried to make him not like the Days of Future Past Quicksilver.
Yeah.
Because that's how that one is just running around the room and just being like, hey guys, let's go out the front door.
Pietro had like really good. He was the Drax to me.
Yeah.
Where I didn't like his character. He had a lot of funny beats to catch on to, like running in the police station, the bullets, everything like that, and the constant back and forth with Hawkeye. Just cool. But man, did I not care about him as a character?
Yeah. I don't know. I thought Hawkeye was a dead man. I thought that he didn't get all the bullets.
The one thing that ruined the first viewing of this is I was so worried about Hawkeye.
Yeah.
I was so worried about Thor. I was just so worried about how many different ways this movie could go.
And I was going to say,
All right, so we got cut off.
Yes.
You were saying...
I was really worried while watching it the first time around. I need to watch it again and be less worried because I was just worried about people dying. I want them to do a good job because I care about these movies.
Yeah.
So, yes, I want them to do a good job. I don't want people to hate them. I don't want to have to, in a later viewing be like, crap, we're on Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I do want to chit-chat about the... I do want to toss this out there that it's all over the internet now, but I did notice that.
He leaned over mid-movie to tell me.
Yeah, that I was like, did you see Hawkeye's kid's middle name? It's Pietro. Yeah, that's cool. So I thought that was pretty fun. So, I don't know. That was
because that's a cool move.
Yeah.
That's one of the things about Bart that just makes him so cool, this movie. The wife says it where it's just like, you're just a guy. They need you though, and that's why they need him. He's got heart.
Yeah, he's got heart, and we should do another video where we talk about them. Their Infinity Stones.
Because what is Marvel doing?
Yeah,
with these
and I was
Infinity
gonna say where
Stones?
they're all kind of floating around. Because I've got some theories. You know, I think Thanos is gonna rip it out of Vision. I think that
Just rip the whole head
I was
off.
gonna say Loki's in charge.
That's what the big one's for. It's Vision's whole head.
Gotcha. I was gonna say, Loki's in Asgard with another. So I don't know. I got some theories. I want to chit chat about
Let's
that.
talk it up.
Yes. So maybe the next episode of the Nerd and the Geek, or maybe a couple episodes from now, we'll let you rest on the Ultron and Marvel. But we'll be talking about Ant-Man soon before you know it. And
So just to give me a feel on this for Seth Fisher, don't want to, because one of
you
my
didn't
big
like
things.
scales.
I don't like scales. I'm not going to put this on a number, but here's the scale.
Yeah.
Better or worse than Iron Man 3? Because I know you overrate Iron Man 3.
Ooh, that is tough. I'd say it's better than Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm borderline.
I was going to say, I'd put this in the 5 or 6 range.
Yeah.
I think that this movie is not better than the first one. It's not better than Iron Man 1. I don't think it's better than Cap 3. I think it's somewhere 4, 5, or 6. Somewhere down in there.
Yeah, I'm right in there with it's mingling with.
Or did I say Cap 3, Cap 2? Sorry,
Yeah.
Winter Soldier.
We know what you meant.
Yeah. So,
It's right in there mingling with Avengers 1 and Winter Soldier for me, like top 3.
Yeah.
It's going to stand on the podium. I don't know where it's at.
yeah.
I got to watch it like 6 more times.
Gotcha. See, have you watched Avengers 1 yet again?
I need to watch that again, actually.
Okay, I'll
'cause
sit
it's
and
been
watch that with
forever.
you. I love that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what did you guys think of the movie?
Yes.
Talk to us about it.
Chit chat with us.
Let's go.
Yes.
We want to talk about this stuff. If you got ideas for Infinity Stones,
Or
talk.
Civil War, or whatever you want to talk about. I mean, I kind of
so much coming
I was
up.
going to say, Civil War's coming. I think.
Plus, we're just in summer movie season, but
Yes.
just keep talking.
Oh, I was just going to say that Civil War's coming. You heard it here. I think that Tony's going to build a robotic Quicksilver, or a clone of Quicksilver, and he'll take the spot of Thor.
Something else I could not care about.
Well, I'm just saying, that's how we're going to get a Robo Thor, Robo Quicksilver. I think that'd be kind of fun. Heard it here. That's what, I got ideas.
If you go back and watch our pre-thing, and you might think he saw the movie before we
I was
saw
gonna
it.
say I sit and think about this crap a lot, so I'm bored at work. That's
So
Yeah.
awesome! Thank you
Yes.
for watching us.
Thank you for putting up with us
You're
for
the
like
best.
45 minutes. So.
A lot of talk
Yes.
about Avengers.
Yes.
They don't normally go this long, but
Mhm.
this is what we love.
Yes.
This is what we live for.
Yes.
You guys have an awesome day.